Can a self-destructive teen learn self-esteem from this physically challenged former drug addict?
Kids were mean to me. It hurts.
Dee says that her 15-year-old daughter, Tawana, is abusing drugs and is violent towards her own family.
You threw a knife at your brother?
Yes, I did.
What kind of anger has she directed to you?
Well, she wrote me a hate letter, and it was saying if she died, I wouldn't cry.
But could Tayana's troubling behavior be a result of the cruelty of others?
The kids make fun of you?
They talked about my middle name.
Try growing up with a last name like Hatchett. You got to deal with the hand that you've been dealt.
Find out if time spent with this amazing woman can help Tawana deal before it's too late.
I've been doing this for a long time. Don't be trying to play a game with me. I'm not giving you a dime. You can't get your story straight. He is not this child's father.
See? Told you.
No, I don't want to marry you.
You saved my life.
I expect great things.
Dee Aldridge charges that her 15-year-old daughter, Tawana Thompson, is a raging, out-of-control teen who refuses to play by her or anyone else's rules. Dee says Tawana is so full of hate, she once threw a knife at her brother and wrote a hate letter to her, saying she wouldn't care if she died. Dee says Tawana also uses drugs and has even smoked pot in her home. Dee is desperate for the judge to intervene before her daughter ruins her life. Tawana admits she has an anger problem and says she's ready to fight if someone even looks at her the wrong way. She says she smokes pot up to 3 times a day because it helps her to feel better about herself and forget all her troubles. But she says she wouldn't need to if her mom and her teachers would just back off.
Miss Aldrich, you are here today in court with your 15-year-old daughter, whose nickname is TT, as I understand. And I gather from the complaint that you filed in this court that you are having all kinds of problems. Tell me what is going on with you and your daughter.
Well, Judge Hatchett, my daughter she's beautiful and she's very smart, and she has an anger problem.
She has an anger problem?
Yes, ma'am, she does.
What has she done specifically that suggests to you that there's an anger problem with her?
Well, one is with my son. They had gotten into a confrontation at home, and he's her younger brother.
Right.
And she threw a knife, and it nipped him on his...
She threw a knife at him?
Yes, ma'am, she
You
did.
threw a knife at your brother?
Yes, I did.
I mean, you say that like it's no big deal. I mean, you just throw a knife at him? What happened?
I was in my room, laying on my bed, minding my business, watching my TV, and he came in my room, and he was bothering me. So then he left out my room, he went in his room, so then I went into the kitchen, he was coming out of his room, and I threw a knife at him.
Did you hurt him with the knife?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you cut him?
Kind of on his chest.
So you did hit him with the knife. And was that the end of the fight, or did it keep going?
It kept going. I went in my room, then I got a starch bottle, and I went in his room and threw it at his
So
head.
you'd already hit him with the knife. That wasn't enough. You go and get the starch bottle, and what did you do?
I threw it at his head.
Why?
He was aggravating me.
He was aggravating you. He was aggravating you. Doesn't make any sense. So what kind of anger has she directed to you in terms of your relationship with your daughter? What kinds of things has she done to act out and to lash out against you?
Well, she wrote me a hate letter.
What did the hate letter say?
Well, she had written a letter, and I went into her room and I saw the letter on her bed. And so I picked it up and I started reading it, and it was saying, you know, I swear I hate her, and I wish if she died, I wouldn't cry.
Did you write a hate letter to your mother?
Yes, I did.
And you said if she died, you wouldn't cry?
Yes, I did.
Why did you say that?
I don't know.
Do you often get angry?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think you get so angry?
I don't know.
Are you using drugs?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing?
I'm using weed.
And why? Why? Tell me why.
Because I think it helps relieve my stress.
Stress? What kind of stress are you under?
A lot.
Is there a self-esteem problem? I mean, is she, like, hating on herself? I mean, what do you think's happening?
She does have low self-esteem. When she was in the 6th grade, her teeth were messed up. She had some bigger, some sticking out. So people used to tease her a lot. The kids, they did tease her. They would call her fat, and they would call her all kinds of names.
They call her fat?
They've called her fat.
Step out here. You are hardly fat. There is nothing fat about you. Do you think you're fat?
Yes.
So do you not feel good about yourself? You can step back.
I feel good about myself.
Do kids make fun of you?
They talk about my middle name.
They talk about your middle name?
That's it, though.
What's your middle name?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know? Is it that bad?
It's not that bad. It's just a very old-fashioned name, Gloria May.
So is that the only thing they tease you about?
Yes.
And so you smoke marijuana to just get high so you don't have to deal with it?
Yes.
And why are you so angry with your mom and the rest of your family members? Why? I don't get that part. Do you get it?
No.
I don't get it. I don't get it. You're smart. You're talented. You're beautiful. You got everything going for you. What do you want to do with your life?
I want to go to college and be a pediatrician.
Okay, well, we can't be a pediatrician if you're somewhere getting high. I don't want a pediatrician working on my children who's getting high. But, you know, you can be anything you want to be. But I'm going to tell you, there's going to always be challenges in your life. You know, you think Gloria May is a tough name. Try growing up with a last name like Hatchett. I caught hell when I was in elementary school. Kids made fun of me all the time. Here comes Chop Chop. Here comes Chop Chop. Well, you know what? They're not laughing now. But, you know, it used to hurt my feelings. And then I had to get a grip. But you know what? I had to get beyond that. And I wear it very proudly because it is my family's name. And I'm going to tell you, for sure enough, nobody's laughing now. And that's how you have to take whatever in your life. You know, whether it's the fact that you've got to wear braces, whether you feel like you are a little bit thicker than the other kids in your class, or you don't like certain things about you, don't maybe like the way you look, or whatever it is, you got to deal with the hand that you've been dealt. And I'm going to send you on a reality check because you think you got some issues to be stressed out about. I'm sending you to somebody who has seriously dealt with some issues that she had reason to be stressed out. We're going to take a recess.
Tanya, you want to come with me?
When Judge Hatchett continues. Don't miss TT's life-changing experience when she meets an incredible woman whose story you won't soon forget.
Hi, TT.
48 hours ago, Dee Dee Aldridge charged that her 15-year-old daughter, Tawana Thompson, was an angry, out-of-control teen whose negative self-image was leading her down a road of drug use and violence. Dee Dee wanted the judge to help Tawana before her terrible temper got her into serious trouble. Judge Hatchett arranged for Tawana to spend time with an amazing woman who had overcome a powerful drug addiction despite tremendous physical challenges. The judge hoped this woman's inspirational story would help Tawana see herself in a more positive light so she'd stop her self-destructive behavior.
So we're back.
Yes, ma'am.
Your daughter TT was saying that she hated you, writing hate letters, throwing knives at her brother, and smoking marijuana. I mean, just out of control. And we had a long talking here. But I thought you should go and see somebody who really had reason to be stressed. Because you told me you were smoking because you were stressed out. And I sent you for a reality check. Let's see what happened while you were there.
My name is Tawana Williams. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina, and I'm a mother, a wife, and a grandmother. What makes me different is I was born without arms, trained as a baby to use my feet as hands, was teased just about all of my life. It made me feel very sad, alone.
I feel bad about myself because people don't compliment me a lot. Some girls call me fat. People used to always talk about my teeth, say something that my he's jacked up and laugh at me.
The first thing I remember is turning to drugs. I was a crack addict for 10 years, 10 long years.
I don't really say nothing. I just hold out my anger in. And then when I smoke weed, then it kind of helps calms me down.
I want to help TT with her self-esteem issues.
Judge Hatchett said she was going to introduce me to someone who could relate to me. They're kind of scared because I don't know what's going to happen. I want to meet someone who could probably help me and talk some sense into me.
Hi, TT.
Hi. When I looked at Tawana, I was a little surprised. I didn't know what to think.
I'm going to get you a chair, okay? Well, I want to talk to TT about feeling good about herself. And it starts with you feeling good about you. What grade are you in, sweetheart?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman. When I was a freshman, that was the hardest year for me. I got picked on and teased all through school. Kids were mean to me. They were cruel. You're hurt, so I understand you're hurt. I know what it's like to feel that you don't belong. And so, you know, what I had to do to try to fit in was what other kids were doing so that they would like me. I started doing drugs, smoking marijuana. I started skipping class. I was a straight A student before that. How's your relationship with your mom?
I'm scared to talk to my mom because I don't think she'll take it the right way as I want her to.
You want your mom to show you affection, and you don't get what you need from her. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel sad because she's my mom and she's the one who's supposed to really be there for me.
Well, maybe you need to let her know that that's how you feel. Have you tried? I want to demonstrate for her some things that I do, you know, and how I do them. A lot of times, I don't need help. If I need help, I'll ask for help. Okay, I just need you to put some toothpaste on it for me. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
I use my shoulder as you use your hand, okay? So I use my shoulder to kind of hold it, and I just move my head. If I overcame being born without arms, truly you can overcome your issues. Now, be honest with me. Don't your issues seem small right now?
Yes. You're a happy person.
I am today.
Most people would be mad if they didn't have arms. You do a lot, so you inspire me to do more, too. Tawana taught me that it's better to have a close relationship with your mom and tell her how your mom could be there for you when you need her.
Did you have fun?
Yes. I miss you, Mom.
Did you?
Yeah.
Things you were stressed out about don't seem that big a deal anymore, do they?
No, I do not.
So what are you planning to do to change your life? Tell me that first.
I'm going to do much better.
Oh, tell me, what are you going to do?
I'm going to stay in school. I'm not doing marijuana no more.
Okay.
I'm going to make it out of high school.
Okay, and do what?
I'm going to make it to college.
All right.
When we come back, Judge Hatchett gives TT another incredible surprise.
What? How did surprise come in?
Closed captioning provided by... 48 hours ago, Dee Dee Aldridge brought her 15-year-old daughter, Tawana Thompson, into court because Tawana was engaging in destructive behavior due to her negative self-image. Judge Hatchett arranged for Tawana to spend time with Tawana Williams, a woman who was born without any arms and whose self-consciousness about her physical appearance drove her to a devastating 10-year drug addiction. Tawana is now back in court to tell Judge Hatchett how her meeting with Tawana has inspired her to live a better life.
Well, I have a surprise for you. Let's have a surprise come in. Hey, Miss Williams. Hey. It is such an honor to have you in my courtroom.
Judge Hatchett.
Thank you so much. You know, you have changed this young girl's life. You have changed her life, and I thank you.
You're so welcome. It was my pleasure.
Any final words of wisdom for her while
I
you're
just
here?
want TT to know that I'm here for her, and whatever you want, you can have it. And I want you to give me a hug.
Oh, sweet. Woo, everybody's hugging. I'm coming down here to get some hugs, too. Woo, let me start with you,
Yes,
Miss
bless
Williams.
you.
Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you. Oh, you're such an inspiration. Thank you. All right, now I am counting on you, and I'm pulling for you, and I expect to get an invitation when you finish medical school. Do you hear me?
Okay.
When we come back, Judge Hatchett will make her ruling.